Virginia lawmakers are considering legislation to change the school aid formula that provides state funding for public school districts. House Bill 5453 would overhaul the school aid formula and create a new supplemental fund specifically for special needs students. State aid for public schools in West Virginia is tied to enrollment, and districts across the state are losing students every year, putting growing financial pressure on local school systems. Wood County Schools Superintendent Christy Willis says her district is losing 200 to 250 students annually. Enrollment decline translates directly into cuts in state aid. The financial strain is particularly acute in special education. Last year, Wood County's state allocation fell well short of covering the services special education students are required to get under their individualized education programs.
In special education last year, what our allocations were coming into the county and what we expended for, services in special education was a $9 million difference. So our dollars don't match what services we're providing. I mean, there are students, because of IEPs, will provide occupational therapy or speech services, whatever those needs are that we meet, but there is a cost to them.
House Bill 5453 would increase the base per pupil aid to $6,100 per student starting in the 2029 to 2030 school year. The bill passed the House of Delegates and is now under consideration by the Senate Finance Committee. The legislative session ends at midnight on March 14th.